Hello. Greetings. Oh, Milo doesn't want to be here. This is Milo. My name is Mackenzie. I apologize in advance for all of the chicken screaming that I'm sure will be happening throughout this video. So this is our home. It's a 2007 Freightliner Sprinter van, 2500, right? Yeah, I should know this. I've been living here for like 2 years. I don't know how I haven't done a van tour in this whole time that I've been living here. It's just, I guess I just started living here and life just... So here we are 2 years later, and I am about to be doing some renovations to the van because I have just really grown out of it with the amount of stuff that I have. I really wanted some like good documentation of it before I did that, so I could remember really mostly for myself of like what it was like beforehand. I'm not doing anything too crazy. I really like the layout of my van, but it definitely need more storage. I'm in the process of moving into a tiny home next door. I'm pretty much moved in there actually, other than the stuff that I like still have in the van. I wanted to have it looking pretty similar to how I've had it before I moved everything else into the van, or into the tiny house. Oh my god, these chickens! That being said, let's do it! Please go the opposite way. Yes, that way. Yonder. Please, no. Because I know Jennifer over here is gonna try to come into the van. If the van is open, she's gonna try to come in. Maybe it'll be more authentic that way anyway, because, you know, this is my life. Here's Milo. Hello, love. Yeah, get the chickens to go away. Yes, Milo. Oh, you look radiant in the sunlight, sir. Welcome. Come on in, take your shoes off. I already got it dirty in here because I was wearing my shoes for the intro, so. I guess maybe we should start with the front up here. I have a bunch of bags kind of just hanging on my front seat. I keep my grocery bags, like my reusables back there. This is where Milo likes to sleep a lot of the time. He claims that whenever I'm not driving. I don't have like an actual speaker, a place to be able to plug in to play my music, so I play it on this little like Bluetooth, which, you know, it's alright. I definitely would like to find something else. Got some good smelly smells and a coffee cup that looks like a lens. So cute. Some shoes down here. We got Milo's carrier. We got Milo's stroller. Yes, he has a stroller. I am a crazy cat mom. I don't regret it though. It's been helpful. And then I have my pillows and my comforter here, which I like to keep up there to have more room whenever I'm like hanging out back here during the day. We have my sink that has never worked. I just like never ended up hooking it up. I don't know why. It just like didn't really bother me that much, like not having a sink for whatever reason. I just keep like cleaning supplies and things in there, so I've used it more for storage. This is nice though, like once I do have it hooked up, hopefully that will be like one of my reservations, but my reservations? Hopefully that will be one of my renovations, because this actually comes off and could definitely be used as like a little shower head like right outside of the van, so yeah, that would definitely be nice to be able to have finished. But in the meantime, she's been a great scarf holder. We got good old Gryffindor scarf, although I'm kind of going through an existential crisis with my house right now because I think I might be transitioning to a Hufflepuff. I don't know, maybe I'm just a Grifflepuff, you know? So we got a bunch of scarves hanging on here. Thank you, sink. And then under here I have like pretty much most of my jewelry. It's a great little thing that I've had probably since, gosh, middle school. But it's great. Yeah, obviously I'm still using it, and that is also being held by my wonderful sink, or faucet, I should say. It's being held by my faucet. As you can see, we have these crystals that I fashioned as little handles on here, but this guy has fallen off twice now, and I just haven't gotten to it. So what I do, I think I brought my other knife into the house, but oh, that's a giant knife. This is also a giant knife. We'll use this. Yeah. So literally what I've been doing is like there's this little tiny divot right there, and I just put the knife in, and that's how I've been opening my cabinet. I don't know either, honestly. Like, why am I like this? Here I have these big 5-gallon tanks, so one is for gray water and one is for clean water. I haven't really used that much. I mostly just fill up my Oh, no, it's happening. Please go. Wow, it's not even Jennifer. That's really surprising to me. That's also not Jennifer. Where is she? I'm very shocked that she wasn't the first one to come up here. Yeah, I've been mostly using these like 1 gallon tanks that I have to fill up my water because I don't have this hooked up yet. But again, that will be nice when I do. I also have my watering can and some tin foil, some garbage bags, all that fun stuff. A couple things that are very necessary for van life and that I highly recommend are this thing. It's basically like a tiny, tiny vacuum. It's actually a lint, I don't know what it's called, lint vacuum. But it's incredible for picking up kind of like small pieces of like dirt or whatever has like gotten into the couch slash bed area. I use it all the time, as well as just a classic lint roller. You know, living with animals, that's definitely a must. Alrighty, so up here we have basically my whole wardrobe. I stay in the van like mostly during warmer weather. I also keep like a lot of my warmer clothes kind of like underneath in my bench storage. This is one of the very annoying things about my van. I have to take this whole ass bin down every time that I want to get my clothes. I got this thing from IKEA and it does organize my stuff really well. I have like all these bins, I'll show you. But yeah, I have to be a bit of a bodybuilder every day and take this whole thing. It's usually much heavier than this too. And I usually just like set it here and go through what I want to wear for the day. And then over here I have my laundry. Of course, we have Hops, who was my first stuffy growing up. I brought him everywhere that I traveled whenever I was younger, so felt it was only appropriate to bring him with me on my travels now. Hops. This is what we have going on for my clothing storage. I have most of like my shirts and tank tops in this one here, and I have a lot of cardigans up there. We got pants, skirts, dresses, cropped stuff here, bras. Over here I have all of my workout things. Underneath here we have more dresses, underwear, socks. Get a little gist of what that's about. But I'm very excited to hopefully we're going to be putting, not hopefully, I feel like it's pretty necessary to put some upper storage up here. So hopefully like this whole thing can be filled with clothing, you know, until we get over into the kitchen. That will be life-changing, truly. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Get back into bodybuilder mode. Much easier now that I have a little bit of less clothing in there. And on this side we have another hanging one. What do you call it? Hemsa. I have these all around the van. I have one in the front, one in the back, just easily accessible. It's a super loud alarm. It's also a little flashlight as well. Here we have this guy, very important necessity. My friend gifted this to me. His little, what do you call that? Antler? Actually, what do you call that? I don't know, but it fell off. Poor guy. We have this basket here. Cute picture of one of my best friends and her cat, Fang. So adorable. Just some random items. My brother and his friends got this for me. Oh, it's so cute. It's kind of like a stress ball. It has this like memory foam in it. They gave me like a little basket of all this like sustainable stuff, and I just thought it was the cutest thing ever. And of course, more necessities. We have an alien mask. I feel like I have to show you this. Me and one of my best friends are actual aliens, so yeah, we we bought these. We have yet to do anything with them, but like, come on. Oh my god. It's so funny. And a lot of apples, some garlic, because you gotta have your garlic. Usually have some bananas on there. We've got little Mir here, hello, and got some jewellery and stuff. One of my scarves is up here to cover up my insulation. You can, oh my god, it's so cute! Let's move over yonder. We've got This first cabinet here, which is, oh my god, it's so squeaky, which doesn't open all the way right now because I have this giant Yeti cooler. I'm debating getting like a Dometic fridge. They're super expensive, but I really feel like it'll be worth it to get one. So I'm looking into that. I do like this Yeti though. It's not horrible. So you gotta lift up both of these things down here and get a little sneak peek of what I got going on there. The thing is it's annoying because you have to like keep getting bags of ice, and like number one, that is just too much plastic. It's just annoying to have to like rely on that. Like if you're trying to be off the grid, it's kind of annoying because you have to like go somewhere to get more ice. So, but it does have a decent amount of room in there compared to like my last setup that I had, which was horrible. But I have a lot of my kitchen stuff in these kind of drawer bin type situation because I just wanted to get in here and live as soon as possible. So I never put in like shelving or drawers. I'm hoping to put actual drawers in here because this is such a big space that's just not being utilized very well. And this just, it won't stay anymore. So we gotta figure that out. Oh, Milo's back. Hello, welcome. I missed you. Here we have my trash can. In this one, we have the same sort of little drawer situation going on. I just keep a lot of my food in here. The top two are for food. I also have food in this thing here, like canned goods, and I don't know, it's all kind of mixed mash now. Hello, little bee. Oh my god, it's getting close. Alright, no worries, I've got it. Here she is. She is the Coleman 2-burner propane stove. And yeah, I usually just set it up right here. I have like a small propane. I usually have two small. Actually, I might have one in here. Do I? No, I don't. I only have one. I left it. But yeah, you just kind of screw it in right here. I really like it actually. I wasn't expecting to like really enjoy cooking on a camping stove, but I actually quite enjoy it. Yeah, it's not bad. Works really well, and I'm glad that I got the 2-burner stove because I'm often like cooking rice and like veggies and stuff, so it's definitely worth it to have a 2-burner for me. And then while I do that, I don't think you can see up here right now, but I have the Fantastic fan. Do I have the Fantastic fan? What are you? Oh, just kidding. It's the Max Air fan. But yeah, I can open that up and it can pull air in or out, so I'll just turn it to pulling air out while I'm cooking. Also, let me grab this. I'm just gonna squeeze by you here. Just pardon me. This is one of the pieces that goes like, there's like 2 little ledges on the side of my benches that hold pieces of wood that like make up my bed. So I have, this is the smallest piece that I have the biggest piece in the middle, which is like a big rectangle that I use for my table that I'll show you, and then I have another square one which I usually use to sit on. I wanted this to double as an extension for my kitchen, so I have a little like ledge here and right here. I didn't use it a whole lot because I have had this stuff here for a while, so whenever it sits here, it's like obviously very crooked. Not super usable. Again, whenever I have more storage, I'll be able to utilize this a bit more, but as you can see, it gives it like a lot more room for cutting and preparing all of things. What I do more often, since this isn't, you know, super ideal, I'll either have this kind of chilling here on the couch, or I'll have my table set up and just kind of like swivel that over so that I can prepare food on there as well. So I have like many different countertop options. I actually store this in my cabinet over here, like on the side. Let me get my handy dandy knife back out so that I can open my cabinet, you know, because that's normal. Oh, I'm all about normal around here, as you can tell. Oh, Jesus. Over here, oh, look at that beautiful light. Yes. This is one of my favorite little beans in the van. It's just a meditating cat that I found at like a garage sale. So cute. Like, come on. I haven't been able to get that like white stuff off its eye, but it's okay. I still love it. We got my Harry Potter book collection here. I like having books out and about, and if you're a true Harry Potter fan, you will know that the whole collection is not present. Snakey here, and this plant that is just not doing well. Well, not a plant, succulent. Not doing the best. We already had one that died down there. I really have to redo this whole thing. Actually, my other plants, I just realized we're gonna skip back here because I kind of forgot about these guys. I wanted to leave them in here for the van tour, but it's been so cold. That's why I've been like waiting to do the van tour like the past couple days. Not that you knew that or anything. I'm super sad because it's like actually dying. It was doing so well, and now the leaves, like as you can see, are just like flopping right over. Some of them are still okay. I'm hoping, like, pothos are so resilient, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to like bring them back to life. I propagated this one over here, which I was really proud of. Look at all those roots. I did that. Well, I didn't do that. She did that. I really like having greenery in the van. It just makes it feel a lot more homey. And this is definitely fake, but I just like how it kind of like spices up the van and covers up my wire that I never had covered and some of my insulation. So welcome to the back half of the van. So first of all, I love this thing so much. Obviously not an actual mattress, it's just a mattress topper, but it's altogether like 4 or 5 inches thick. I'm not sure, but I think it's perfect. It is my favorite bed that I've ever had in my life. It is so comfy. This couldn't have been more than like $150 or around there, which I thought was just like super reasonable to get like a whole ass queen bed. I really wanted a very big space back here just because it makes it like super cozy at night. Obviously, like in general this takes up most of the van, but at night whenever it's all put down, it's so good. And I think a lot of people, whenever they're deciding to do a van build, it's hard to decide whether to do something that's like convertible, is that the word? Where you can change it into like a, you know, this kind of situation, or like a static bed and having like a lot of room underneath. And for me, like I really wanted the space to be able to walk through here, and I made this area big enough so that I could do yoga, which has been really awesome. Like I definitely don't regret doing it like this. The mattress topper figured out how big we wanted these pieces to be, and me and my mom, we literally used one of those like meat cutters. It's like a vibrating, I don't know what you call them, but like a vibrating meat cutter to cut this whole thing. Except at the very end, I think it died, and then I don't know how we finished cutting it, but it worked so well. And then we like wrapped them up like presents, basically, with this like sticky Velcro type stuff. But I really didn't like the fabric that we used to wrap it, and it just didn't stay very well. And so I was like, you know what, maybe we'll give it a go at another point in time. But for now, I just have sheets wrapped around them. I don't know if like anyone would be interested in me putting links in like the description. Let me know about that and maybe I can try to find like where I got some of this stuff. If you're interested, let me know. What I'll do is usually fold that down and then pick this up, and then this is how I get into my bench storage. Having like a small dustpan situation is key. I am like cleaning the floors multiple times a day, so if you're looking into doing this, highly recommend that. I have my batteries down there, which leads to this area, and this, honestly, like this whole shelf / storage area is one of my favorite parts of my van build, and I'm like so glad that this is part of it. So that leads up here to, you know, all of the good old electrical stuff. So I have 200-watt solar panels on the roof that lead to the two 125 amp hour batteries that are down there. That leads to my 2000 / 4000 watt inverter. It's worked really well, and I just keep a bunch of random stuff in here. I usually keep like some of my jewelry making supplies there, and that's where I plug in my lights. And oh, that's something I haven't mentioned yet. Here are my lights. I plug it in down there, and here is the sensor, which is powered by this little remote here, and I almost always keep it on, I think, this orange setting. Like, I hardly ever have it any other color. I have that all here, and I stuck this thing. I don't even know where it came from, but that goes all across the length of this side of the van. The lighting is so beautiful at night, and it was super inexpensive on Amazon, so really easy to put up, obviously, as well. Here's my table mount. This is the Lagoon table mount. Classic. I feel like so many van life people use this, and it is a little bit on the pricier side, but I honestly think it's worth it for the way that it swivels, and if you're working like a lot in your van, I do feel like it's a good way to go. This guy is so heavy. I'm glad that I went with this big of a size though, because it gives me so much workspace. Can we just take a second? How cute is this? The kids that I babysit, one of them painted this side. This is me and her as mermaids, of course. And then the little boy that I babysat did this side, which is also, I think, they went kind of like ocean themed. One thing you might notice whenever the table goes on is that this is on slightly crooked. So that is something else I'd really like to fix. Put it on there like so. Make sure it's tightened up. And I usually just have it like this. And then I'll take this one and put it on the ledges here. Go round pillow, put her there. I love how big it is because I could just have like my laptop and my camera and whatever I need here. Now I'll show you how I convert my living room to my bedroom. Now we are in bed mode. And yeah, this is a full queen size bed as well, which is awesome. Woo! Back here is my garage basically. Probably the most important part of the van is this. One of my best friends made this for me, and it's just Milo as a little adventurer. I think it's hilarious. I also wanted to remember, there's a little sneak peek of my tiny house back there, but I wanted to show just how beautiful the wood is on these doors. I think they're so gorgeous. I love the stain that I ended up going with for these and for the walls as well. I just think the color's amazing. Here it comes. Oh my god, I was so missing. Oh. Hi. Where were you? Are you having a nice day? Oh, me too. A couple other things I guess I should mention is that I didn't convert this all by myself. My cousin, who so kindly offered to help me convert it, he used to be a carpenter and he lives up in Maine, so I went up there and did almost the entire conversion up there. There was a couple things that I needed to do afterwards, but we got like pretty much the foundation. I think I did the floor afterwards and, you know, a lot of the painting and that sort of stuff. But oh my god, I'm so grateful for him. I wouldn't have been able to do this, and definitely in the time frame that I did it without him. And he really just like brought my design to life, and I'm just, yeah, so grateful that he was, you know, that he offered to help me with it, and we did like a work trade sort of thing. It was really cool because I was able to experience living away from home by myself for the first time, and Maine is just so beautiful. Do you want to say hello to the people? You finally showed up at the end. Huh. I really love this lifestyle. I really do definitely encourage people to try it out, even if it's just for a short amount of time. It's so freeing, and I've learned so much about myself and others and just living more simply. Cool. This has been fun. Peace out, Earthlings. 2000. Oh my god, I picked the wrong time to film, didn't I? So. You know. Out the van. Usually their screaming doesn't annoy me very much, but like